Hey guys, RPM here. Alright, so you just saw me unplug all of my Asic miners in the barn, and I'm just going to tell you guys right now that I am going to be moving them away from the barn here. And I'm in the process of trying to find a co-location or something where I can host these or potentially sell them. So I haven't decided yet. I'm going to be figuring that out, and I guess I'll update you guys in the future if I've been able to find a co-location. So we're going to see when that's going to happen, but you guys just saw I just turned off a S19J, an L3 Plus, an A10 Pro 5GB, a Antminer, Bitmain Antminer Z15, an IB-Link BMK1, and another InnoSilicon A10 Pro. This is a 7GB model, 750 mega hash mining Ethereum. Okay, so these ASICs, they've served me well in the barn, but let me just explain why I am turning them off and moving them elsewhere or selling them. So, first things first, you guys know in my crypto mining basement, I had my other GPU mining rigs down there. And just to get straight to the point, I just don't have enough power to run all of the hardware that I currently own. And these ASICs are something which I personally don't like as much as my GPU mining rigs. My GPU mining rigs are close to my heart. They're something that I like to have with me. I don't like, sending these off anywhere to a co-location or something, have someone else host my GPU mining rigs. And so I am turning off my ASICs for now. I'm probably losing, a few $100s a day keeping all of these ASICs off, but until I find a solution to either sell them or find hosting for these, then, yeah, that's it. But I care about these more than my ASICs. I have a bunch of Minebox server cases here, 12 by 1660 Super and TI mining rig, and I believe this is my 8 by 2070 rig. And then I have a 8 by RTX 3070 rig, and then this is a, I believe, 8 by 5700 rig. Okay, so these GPUs have been sitting in here now for, I guess, the past week, and now I just turned these off, and so I want to replace these ASICs with my GPUs here. And now another thing, before I, move all of these away and move my server cases here somewhere, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do it. I was actually thinking potentially making a wall of server cases just somewhere in the center, maybe down there, and then just pointing them all, the heat just going out the exhaust fan. But for now, I'm probably just gonna put them on the tables and see how that goes. Summertime is, pretty much ending, and the weather is much cooler, and so the temperatures in here are getting to be bearable in a sense, okay? So for my mining rigs in terms of temperatures. But I just wanna see how much power I saved. So this PDU had most of my ASICs on here, and then on this side I had the Bitcoin ASIC, which took about 3,000 or 3,200 watts on that side. So now we're at 2,200, okay? But this side we freed up a lot, okay? A lot of power, and that makes me happy. And congratulations, by the way, to Eric, who won this WhatsMiner M32 that I just gave away. Eric, please contacted me. I emailed you, I think, a couple days ago. I still haven't heard a response. So yeah, man, if you haven't responded in the next, 4 days, then I feel like I'll have to choose another winner for this WhatsMiner M32. Anyways, so these ASICs, guys, they take a lot of power, and so I'm happy that I want to see, we'll see how much power these GPU mining rigs take, and then we'll see how much capacity we have left. Okay guys, so let me do some legwork here. I'm gonna move all of these ASICs off to, I guess, the table here, and we're gonna swap the server cases onto the tables. All right, so you guys, I'll be right back. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, so this is how I have them set up. Okay. Some of you may be wondering, Red Panda, why are some of the server cases flipped around? Now, the fan orientation, this is the 8 by 5700 MEX, and the fans on the other side are blowing out that way. So that is why I have it orientated this way. The same thing goes with the 1660 Ti Super Rig. The fans on that side are blowing out that way. And so all the cool air is going through the GPUs this way. And then on the other side, it's the opposite. So the cool air is being brought through the server case on this side and blowing out that way. I'm not entirely sure which way is the best. I don't think I've ever tested like swapping the fans around to see if, you know, sucking the air out this way would be better than this configuration instead of blowing the air through the cards, and if it's actually being sucked out or not. But we can gauge the heat in a second here, guys. Let me turn it on right now. I don't have any rigs on except for the existing rigs that I had in the barn here, and I actually didn't have this 580 4GB card rig on. So just to see the power consumption right now. Okay, so we're still at 0 here, and we are at 29, almost 3,000 watts on this 30 amp bank. Okay, so all the server cases I actually have plugged into this 240 volt 30 amp. Okay, so we're gonna see how much these 4 server cases are gonna take on this PDU. You guys can see here's my power cabling. I really love these short triplet, I think 2 feet C13 to C14 cables. I really like it. And then I have some infinite cable ones here going into those. Okay, so without further ado, let me turn them on here. And let's see how much power these will take. Okay. And this one here. Okay. All right, man, these are really dusty. These server cases are, I really gotta dust these server cases. Okay, they're on, and I feel like I'm not deaf compared to the Asics. Okay, so here you go. I have the Asics on the table back here. They're just gonna sit here until I figure out if, hey, if anyone has a co-location, let me know down below. I have been talking to a few people already, and we're gonna see if I'm gonna be hosting with them or not. And yeah, well, we're gonna see how it goes, but I will update you guys. And seriously, thank you to Crypto Miner Bros who really sent me all of these, and I made a lot of content out of them. I can't appreciate them enough. And I know a lot of you guys have bought Asics from them, and I recently heard a great story from a couple people who bought some S19s, and you guys really like them. So thank you, Crypto Miner Bros, so much for these Asics over the years. And yeah, it's been really awesome. I'm kind of hesitant to ship these out because these are really sensitive ASIC miners, or machines, right? And so, you know, when you shake them or in shipping, they could get damaged, and you know, you never know with like UPS or FedEx, or especially USPS. I think USPS has the worst track record from what I heard. And I think DHL is like one of the best, but they're also the most expensive in terms of shipping. Anyways, let's just see. I'm gonna wait till these turn on, and we're gonna see if they are mining fully. I'll be right back. Okay, this 8x RTX 2070 rig is not turning on. Well, it's turning on, but it's not showing up in HiveOS, okay? My 2070 rig here, and it's not, yeah, it's not mining or anything. So the other rigs are mining. The 8x RTX 3070 rig, that's going fine. And the 8x RX 5700 is going good, and the 1660 Super TIs are mining. I can show you guys the power consumption at the moment, and it is at 3600 watts for all of those server cases, I guess, minus the RTX 2070 rig. So I need to do some troubleshooting, and I will be right back. Okay, I found the issue, and this rig, I had it as a static IP address. So the network that I have up in the barn here on a hotspot, 4G hotspot, is a totally different network. Okay, so I need to put it to DHCP, as yeah, it's not connecting to HiveOS online right now. It's just going back and forth here, and it's just not connecting. So yeah, that's the issue, and so I need to figure out how to put this back to DHCP, because it cannot connect to the web GUI or internet right now. Okay, so I'll figure that out. Be right back. Okay, so we gotta type in nano/hive-config/network/20-ethernet.network, and we press enter. Okay, sorry, before that you'll get to the screen, the miner screen, where you can type in the stuff, right? After it doesn't connect to whatever, the online HiveOS, it'll take a bit, like I would say 2 minutes or so, to get to that screen where you can then type in nano and then that line. But anyways, then we have to edit this, so it says DHCP is no. So this is where we need to type in Yes, and also remove the static IP address that that you have, or that I have anyway, and just leave it blank. And gonna remove all this junk because we don't need it anymore. Oops. Don't remove that, and also remove the DNS here as well. Then we're gonna hit Control O on the keyboard to save it, and then you have to press Enter, and then you gotta do Control X to exit, and then now we have to restart the system. Okay, I just typed in halt there, and then we gotta reboot it. All right, so let me see if that worked or not. Success! It is mining successfully. Man, look at those temperatures. It's actually really cool in here. 42 mega hash on each of the RTX 2070s. It's going good, man. Super dusty. Just gross. I have to dust out all of these server cases. It's been, I don't think I've ever dusted them. Actually, I did dust the 2070, but the rest of the rigs I haven't. So anyways, guys, I'm happy I was able to fix that here, and I didn't have to like take out the MSATA or anything like that. Was able to do it through HiveOS here. Of course, I had to get a mouse and keyboard in order to do that. I couldn't like remote in or something. Okay, so 4 of the rigs are running. Let's see what the power consumption is at the wall for all 4 of those mining server cases. So we're at 4,170 watts. Okay, I'm gonna say 4,170. And so now this is where I want to compare the Asics that I had running to these 4 server cases. So I actually already did the math here, and I'm gonna show you guys 4 of these server cases, and all of them are mining Ethereum right now. So combined, we're at 1.624 gigahash, or 1,624 megahash. And according to What to Mine, that currently makes about $130.81 a day as of recording. And so we put in the wattage here, 4,170 watts. Now, the Asics that I just turned off, combined, they make about $227.51 a day. This is in USD, but the power consumption, all of them take 11,550 watts. And sorry, this also includes the Gold Shell LT5 Pro, which I have in the basement. I don't have here at the moment, but that is also turned off, okay? All of the Asics combined are off at the moment, so you can see how much more power that they require. And obviously now comparing the profitability, obviously it looks like the Asics make a lot more, right? But look at how much the power is being consumed as well compared to the GPUs. So currently, in my situation, which is more efficient, the Asics or the GPUs? Let me know what you guys think. But my whole thing with the Asics that I have, you know, I don't want to get rid of them all. It's just I want to find another location where I can host these, or maybe sell them. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I want to do, but yeah, I'm going to be figuring that out. I do, like I said, I had a couple of options of potential mods who may be able to host them for me. Of course, I'll pay them, and also maybe some other people that I've been talking to regarding about hosting these Asics, right? So as you guys just saw the numbers, I need about 11,000 or 12,000 watts respectively for all of the Asics, right, to be hosted. So that's something that I'm going to be figuring out, and I want to know what you guys think, and what you guys think of me for turning on the GPU rigs here. And I definitely have freed up some power now, so I can add more graphics cards here in my barn, and I'm actually quite happy about that. So look at that. I'm only using about 3,000 on this side, and about 4,200 watts on this side. So we still got a bit more room to add more graphics cards, and so my barn has switched from Asics now to GPUs only. All right, now this is something I'm really happy about, and I want to know what you guys think. A lot more content to come in the barn. And oh man, I forgot to talk about my data plan, but it's not good. The data plan does not work well with my GPUs. These rigs on HiveOS definitely take a lot more internet. And it's about September, let's see here. It is September 4th as of recording this video. Here is how much I've used so far. And every month, at the beginning of the month, it resets, right? So I've already utilized 1.82 gigabytes in the past 4 days of my GPUs here and some of the ASICs, right? But I just plugged these in, and I think I did see it earlier at like 1.5 gigabytes. So literally plugging these 4 server cases took about 300 megabytes just in the past hour as of recording, 2 hours as of recording this video. And yeah, wow. So HiveOS definitely takes a bit more data per se. I guess it's also downloading updates or whatever. You know, when you update the miner in HiveOS and the web GUI, it's gonna download megabytes upon megabytes of miners, updates of the different miners that just came out. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go to the Ubiquity route and do the point-to-point system. So I'm gonna go buy that and not waste money on this data plan, which is extremely expensive. It's like 60 bucks a month. Plus I had to pay 300 bucks for this initially and some startup costs and stuff. Oh man, I regret it now. I definitely regret it. I'm gonna go buy that Ubiquity system, and it's just a one-time cost, right? I don't have to pay monthly for it. So yeah, the Ubiquity system. So all right guys, that's it. Let me know your thoughts of the barn and my situation here, and the ASIC situation to be specific. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, and peace out.